This is the new spot I have in our backyard that I'm going to be planting plants in the ground in. I already have my puncha in there. It's tipping over. I'm going to figure something out. This was a rush job, just getting stuff in the ground. Remember that maculata? She went through a full bloom and was out of the ground since I dug it up for, let's say, a month and a half or so. And I just really had to get him in the ground quickly once I got moved. But I do like where I have the big dudes already in there. There's a big aloe from my old front yard. And put it in the back. I've got some other stuff right here. Some of them are dug up from the last garden. Some of them were always in a pot, and I'm going to try them in the ground. And I have some other stuff too. So, luckily it is 2 days before Christmas, and it's a gorgeous, sunny 70 degrees outside. And all I really have left to do is get some pies done, but I can do that when the sun goes down. I'm really taking advantage of the weather we're having. Gotta love Houston around Christmas time. You never know what you're gonna get, but more than likely it's gonna be t-shirts and shirts. I know it's hard to tell, but I've actually formed a couple of little terraces, and then I'll plant down in here. I'm going to put some little stuff around here. See, it's up higher, right? And then I'm going to make sure there's some, there's clearance that goes through the bed liners, the border. Oh, that's so pretty though. What pretty flowers. I think we'll just leave this for now. They're very happy. Plus, it helps hold the dirt in. But here's a good one that we can use for runoff. Just going to open that up a bit. Okay. Blue chalk sticks in the ground. Grab the petal and periwinkles in the ground. I'm sorry about the light. I'll get a better shot tomorrow when the sun is more overhead. But I like it so far. Put a piece of petrified wood, just using a cool looking rock to help hold these guys in place until they put their roots down a little bit better, and to help raise them up off the ground. And added some golden, this is Sedum Adolphi, the Firestorm, and then the golden, and I think it really stands out. It kind of makes the blue and the chopsticks stand out more. And I like the contrast with the purple and the green behind it. So just, making the most of the colors we have by putting them next to other plants that'll make them pop. have these old kokedama balls, and I couldn't even tell you how long ago I made them. Maybe 2 years ago. It's just, they're kind of wonky and overgrown now, but they all started to trail, and I'm going to open them up and use them in that pot for some spiller, and yeah, because that just doesn't look that great, does it? These still look lovely, and they're starting to change colors with the cooler temperatures, so yeah, let's break them open and get them back in some real dirt. This is Stradivarius Starburst and more Striga beans. This is going to take a second to get open. I'm just going to crack it open. Here we go. I'm just going to peel that off. I'm going to let them hang out together still like this. Once we put them in the dirt and water them, see, that's all just hanging out together, still happy. And then one more. How are we gonna get into this one? Let's see. Just gonna cut through the string, and then just kind of start cutting deeper down into the ball. See what we're working with. Let's see. Here's the next phase of it. This is not a garlic net, maybe like an onion sack or potatoes. We'll see. So just that plastic netting. This is a kokedama deconstruction demonstration. If you watch it in reverse, you'll learn how to make a kokedama ball. No, you won't. Just kidding. Now look at that. We're all just staying all together all nice too. And why break up a good thing? Let's just pull the whole ball out. Clean it up a little bit. But I just think it's hilarious how you can just literally wrap them up and hang them and soak them every now and then, and they're perfectly fine. Okay, well, let's get these potted up. Well, this is what we've got done so far. Starting to lose light, so just want to give a little update. And I'm going to keep working on this garden. It's always a work in progress, constant work in progress. I will clean it up a little more and get some nice looking rocks to cover it. I like turfus, it's cool. But I like a mix of the shale and pumice and turfus. Just kind of gives it more texture. And then this pot right here, I'm going to figure out what... I might trim those a little bit. They look pretty crazy. But this is going to look nice once I get it settled in there a little bit better. I'll put a crystal in the middle to kind of help hold it in place, and that's the Andrea Afra, a larger variety, and I really want to see if it can handle it out here. If not, all of these, of course, I can just pull them up really quick and put them somewhere safe. I think I'm going to leave those fire sticks in that pot for now. They don't like getting... That was in the ground back in the old garden, and they really don't like getting pulled up and repotted a lot. As you can see, it's kind of flopped over. But, should start standing up on its own, and if not, I don't know. We'll figure something out. It's fine. Okay, so looking from this way, you can tell that it's, you know, built up. It's a good, I don't know, 5 inches or so high from the ground. And I was working on the slope so that any water will hopefully run out the little space between the edges here. And I guess that's about it for now. This is gonna be fun. I do like this space. I'm not even close to finished with that spot over there. And there's a sprinkler, and I gotta figure out how to turn that one off. Because, yeah, that's the last thing we need over here is a sprinkler. It's gonna be raining, I guess starting tomorrow we're supposed to see some rain, so we're gonna need all the luck we can get, because then it's gonna get cold after that. So in the meantime, I might try and fashion some kind of cover for some of these guys. Maybe not. Got a lot of leftover pie to eat, so I might be working on that instead. Christmas. It's today. Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is how I spent most of my Christmas day. And I loved it. One last peek, because this is 2 days after Christmas, and it rained all day yesterday and all night. We got a ton of rain, high winds, but everybody still looks good over here. And it's warm out, which is great. I don't have to deal with worrying about the cold for at least a few more days. In the 70s right now. I was gonna tell you guys one thing really funny. Well, I can laugh at it now, but this pot right here, so that pot originally had an aloe maculata in it, and I had it on a shelf covered with a rain sheet thing. It wasn't really helping that much. It was the best I could do at the time on the fly. And but I noticed the pot, again, it was really windy that day, and the pot had started to tip over, so I ran out and grabbed it. And then as I was running for some reason in the rain with the big pot to the safety of my garage, of course I slipped and fell, busted the pot into tons of pieces. The plant was okay. Hurt my elbow, my knee, and I think my chin. But the plant's fine, and I decided to save the pot and use it in the garden. So that's why that one's broken. And then the aloe maculata that was in it is going in a planter in my front yard. So yeah, that's the story behind that. And you can always save any pots, even if they're special to you, if they get broken, because you can reuse them again. It wasn't special to me. I was just mad because I had gone through all the trouble to move it here, only to break it and hurt myself pretty bad in the process. But I'm fine. Don't worry about me. It's pretty much a weekly occurrence. Yeah, everybody looks great. All I'm going to do now is just come over here and knock some of the water off of the leaves so they don't get sunburned. But these were already used to a lot of sun where I had them before I put them in the ground. So I think they're going to be okay. Yeah. Be sure. Can you see that guy blocking the light a little? More water on you. Everybody's happy. I think everyone's happy. And finally, if you don't have a copy of the Succulent manual, it is my book. It's an ebook, and you can download it from my website, sucsforyou.com/shop. And you can also get it through Amazon and all those other fun places, Apple, Google. The full name of it is The Succulent Manual, A Guide to Care and Repair for All Climates, and it's very thorough. And again, I am from Houston, Texas, and I want to emphasize the fact that this is not a very succulent-friendly location. But
I'm doing it, you can do it. The book will show you how. Whether it's, you know, indoors, outdoors, learning how to propagate, learning how to troubleshoot what might be wrong with your plant. Of course, I have thousands and thousands of people ask me for help, and I am passing all that information on to you guys. So I know it's helpful. I believe in the book. I believe it'll help you save your plants, understand them better, and become more confident, and maybe even confident enough to start a little garden someday.